The Efundjas occur, of course, when there's a lot of rain. That's fundamental. So the Efundjas happen when you have heavy rain, but following earlier rains, which have saturated the ground, saturated the shanas or Ishana. I think it's important to sort of understand the context in which the Efundja occurs. It's entirely in the Kuvalai system, or drainage system, basin, if you like. It's unusual or unique in a whole number of ways. And, so there are these hundreds, literally hundreds of little channels and streams, each one a singular as Oshana, Ishana plural, hundreds and hundreds of them coming down. All of these together with those central flows that come past Oshikati and have caused lots of trouble, difficulty to people living in Oshikati and Ongwediva, all of those come down to the Omadia lakes. Omadia is the technically correct term for a whole suite of lakes that form a complex of lakes. The best known one, of course, is Opanono. If there's enough water, the Omadia lakes fill up, but if the lakes are high enough, eventually the water overflows from those lakes and all that water converges into just one river called the Ikuma River. And that's when the water starts to flow. And that Ikuma River flows into Etosha. The Efundja is something that happens sporadically. Over the last 60 odd years, what are called Efundjas, which are really high flows, have happened about 11 times or so. This would be the 12th one this year. Now 2016, 2017, we've got a big flow again. One of the most remarkable things is that as the water comes down, the water carries huge volumes, hundreds of tons of fish. No one knows where these fish come from because that whole system dries up. There's no water, standing water. And within weeks, there are these millions of fish that suddenly appear. And of course, they're a really important source of food, protein for poorer folk. And you see all these people fishing with nets. And then it all dries up and all those fish die and they're gone and no one knows about them. And then suddenly it rains again and there they are. It really is a remarkable aspect to the Efundja. And I venture to say with some certainty that there is no other drainage system like the Kuvalai anywhere in the world.
If you enjoyed that video and would like to learn more about the Efundja, Dr. John Mendelsohn co-wrote a book called A Profile and Atlas of the Kuvalai Etosha Basin, all available at the Gondwana collection.